After 55, try doing this in the morning. You could live 40 more years. The success fuel. What if I told you the very first 5 minutes after you wake up could shape whether you live another 5, 10, or even 30 more years? Not through medications, not via surgery, but by adopting a simple science-supported routine rooted in ancient wisdom. A morning ritual that shields your heart, sharpens your mind, and keeps you strong, even after age 55. Picture this. You open your eyes, perhaps feeling stiff, foggy, or tired. Yet this moment is also a powerful second chance, an invitation. These first minutes carry your opportunity to choose vitality over decline, clarity over confusion, strength over frailty. Today, I'll guide you through 5 gentle yet transformative morning rituals: hydration, movement, nourishment, mobility, and clarity. Borrowed from Shaolin traditions and affirmed by modern research, they're simple, intentional actions that ground your day, animate your body, and invigorate your mind. 1. Hydration. Restore the flow, about 1 minute. When you sleep, your body quietly loses moisture through your breath, through your skin, and you wake up slightly dehydrated. Your blood thickens, forcing your heart to work harder to circulate it. This is why early morning heart attacks and strokes are more common, especially for those over 65. So here's your first ritual. Before you reach for coffee or food, drink 1 glass of room temperature water with the juice of a quarter lemon. Warm water helps gently open and relax your blood vessels, just what your body needs before the day's demands. The lemon isn't just for flavor. It adds potassium, vitamin C, and natural detoxifying compounds that help flush out what your liver processed overnight. It awakens your digestion and revives circulation. This silent act restores gentle flow, and often it's the most healing first thing you do. 2. Movement. Wake the body, about 1 minute. Next, before dragging yourself out of bed, take a full minute to align with the day, not attack it. After hours of sleep, blood settles, your joints stiffen, and circulation slows. Standing suddenly can leave you dizzy, off balance, or mentally hazy. Try this simple sequence before stepping away from your bed. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Inhale deeply as you raise your arms overhead. Feel air fill your lungs. Exhale slowly as you lower them back down and release any tension left by sleep. Roll your shoulders backwards 5 times, then forwards 5 times. Gently tilt and rotate your neck. Finally, do 10 slow heel raises. These aren't exercises. They're awakenings. They reset circulation, balance your body, uplift your mood, and sharpen your mind, all in under a minute. 3. Nourishment. Feed your strength within 30 minutes. Right now, your body is still in a fasted state. Without nourishment, it may turn inward, breaking down your own muscles for energy. Over time, this process, known as catabolism, leads to weakness, frailty, and increased risk of falls. Here's your third ritual. Within 30 minutes of waking, consume a clean source of protein, a small protein shake, a couple of boiled eggs, or yogurt with a scoop of protein powder. It doesn't have to be heavy, just purposeful. Research shows that doing this consistently can reduce muscle loss by up to 60% over 5 years, help stabilize blood sugar, suppress cravings, and sharpen cognitive function. In essence, you're saying to your body, I honor your strength. I'm feeding you so you can keep moving, thinking, living fully. 4. Mobility. Liberate your joints, about 90 seconds. After a night of stillness, your joints are often dry. Without warming them gently, movement can feel stiff, or worse, cause inflammation and damage over time. So, your fourth ritual goes like this. Sit on the edge of your bed. Rotate each ankle 10 times in each direction. Gently rotate your knees. Stand up, hold onto a chair if needed. Gently twist your torso left and right. Lean side to side. Roll your shoulders again. Breathe. 5. Clarity. Awaken your mind, about 1 minute. Now that your body is awake, what about your mind? Scattered thoughts, fading memories, or rising anxiety can overshadow everything else. But with a bit of presence, today can begin with clarity. Your final ritual. Find a quiet moment, eyes closed. Reflect on your yesterday, but in reverse. What did you eat? Who did you speak with? What color was the sky? How did you feel in your body? This backward walk through memory builds what's known as cognitive reserve, your brain's capacity to stay resilient as you age. It's not memory training. It's a ritual of presence, gratitude, awareness. A way of telling your mind, I am awake, I am aware, I am still alive, still learning. In just 5 intentional minutes each morning, hydrating, moving, nourishing, mobilizing, and clarifying, you create a powerful foundation. These rituals stand not on rush or routine, but on respect for your breath, your body, your mind, your life. You can choose to rise overwhelmed, drained, and drifting through days, or you can rise like the Shaolin, calm, strong, centered, alive. Skip these 5 minutes and decline may come quietly, but honor them, and you gift yourself up to 30 more years of clarity, connection, and control. Start simple. Begin with the one that calls to you most. Let that one become your anchor. Slowly build a morning ritual that grounds, empowers, and honors your body and being. You are not here merely to survive your later years. You are here to thrive, with wisdom, grace, and peace. After completing your morning rituals of hydration, gentle movement, nourishment, mobility, and mental clarity, there is still more you can do to extend the benefits throughout your day. The truth is, longevity is not determined only by genetics, but largely by daily choices. What you do in the first hour after waking can amplify or weaken the foundation you have just built. One of the most overlooked yet transformative practices is intentional breathing. As we age, lung capacity declines, and shallow breathing often becomes the norm. This starves the brain of oxygen, lowers energy, and raises stress hormones. A 2-minute breathing exercise can reverse this. Sit comfortably, place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly expand. Hold for 4, then exhale slowly through pursed lips for 6. This calms the nervous system, reduces blood pressure, and increases oxygen delivery to the brain. Doing this daily after your initial mobility routine trains your lungs to stay elastic and strong. Another powerful ritual is exposure to natural sunlight. Just 5 to 10 minutes of morning light triggers the release of serotonin, your natural mood stabilizer, and helps regulate melatonin production for better sleep at night. Sunlight also stimulates the skin to produce vitamin D, critical for bone health, muscle function, and immunity, especially after 65 when deficiency is common. Step outside, feel the sun on your face, and let your circadian rhythm reset naturally. If you cannot access sunlight, consider a full-spectrum light box for a similar effect. Next comes gratitude journaling. While it may sound simple, science confirms its profound impact on longevity. People who practice gratitude regularly show lower levels of inflammatory markers, better sleep, and improved resilience against depression. After your hydration and movement rituals, take 1 minute to write down 3 things you are grateful for. They can be as small as the taste of your morning lemon water or as grand as the health of your loved ones. Gratitude rewires the brain to focus on abundance rather than loss, a shift that promotes both emotional and physical health. Cognitive stimulation is equally essential. Just as your body requires movement to stay strong, your brain needs daily challenges to remain sharp. Try what neuroscientists call a neurobics exercise. Use your non-dominant hand to brush your teeth, button your shirt, or even pour your water. These simple acts force your brain to create new neural pathways, increasing cognitive flexibility. Another option is to memorize a short poem, learn a few new words in another language, or play a quick mental math game. Each of these stimulates different brain regions and helps maintain memory strength. Longevity also depends on balance training. Falls are the leading cause of injury among older adults, but balance can be preserved with practice. After your mobility ritual, dedicate 1 or 2 minutes to standing on one foot while holding a chair for support. Switch legs. As you progress, close your eyes or try it while slowly turning your head side to side. This strengthens the tiny stabilizing muscles in your ankles and hips and trains your brain to adapt to shifts in posture. Balance is not just physical, it is symbolic of your independence. Finally, consider hydration maintenance throughout the day. The morning glass of lemon water is only the start. Aim for steady hydration, small sips of water or herbal tea every hour, rather than gulping large amounts at once. Dehydration remains one of the most underestimated causes of fatigue, confusion, and even hospitalizations in older adults. Keep a reusable bottle nearby and let hydration be your constant companion. By adding these layers, breathing, sunlight, gratitude, cognitive challenges, balance training, and continuous hydration, you deepen the impact of your morning foundation. Each practice is small, but together they weave a strong shield against the wear of aging. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. Day by day, these practices accumulate, quietly transforming your later years from survival into true vitality. After completing your morning rituals of hydration, gentle movement, nourishment, mobility, and mental clarity, there is still more you can do to extend the benefits throughout your day. The truth is, longevity is not determined only by genetics, but largely by daily choices. What you do in the first hour after waking can amplify or weaken the foundation you have just built. One of the most overlooked yet transformative practices is intentional breathing. Another powerful ritual is exposure to natural sunlight. Next comes gratitude journaling. Cognitive stimulation is equally essential. Longevity also depends on balance training. Finally, consider hydration maintenance throughout the day. By adding these layers, breathing, sunlight, gratitude, cognitive challenges, balance training, and continuous hydration, you deepen the impact of your morning foundation. Each practice is small, but together they weave a strong shield against the wear of aging. What matters most is consistency, not perfection. Day by day, these practices accumulate, quietly transforming your later years from survival into true vitality. After establishing strong morning rituals, the next step is learning how to carry that energy into the rest of your day. Longevity is not created by a single habit, but by a rhythm of choices that harmonize together. Once your body is hydrated, nourished, mobile, and clear-minded, you can extend the benefits by following additional practices throughout the day. The first key is meal timing. Research in nutrition and longevity shows that when you eat matters as much as what you eat. After your initial morning protein intake, aim to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bedtime. This gentle form of intermittent fasting gives your digestive system time to rest and repair. It reduces nighttime acid reflux, supports healthier insulin levels, and encourages cellular repair through a process called autophagy. For people over 65, this can mean lower risk of diabetes, obesity, and even neurodegenerative diseases. Equally important is micro-meditation. Stress accelerates aging at the cellular level by shortening telomeres, the protective caps on your DNA. You don't need hour-long sessions to counter this. Try 2 or 3 one-minute meditation breaks during your day. Close your eyes, place your hand over your heart, and repeat a calming word with each breath, such as peace or ease. This practice reduces cortisol, improves blood pressure, and creates resilience against stress. Next, pay attention to posture alignment. Decades of sitting, slouching, or weak core muscles can collapse your spine, compress your lungs, and even limit blood flow to the brain. Set a timer to remind yourself to check posture every hour. Stand tall, roll your shoulders back, and engage your abdominal muscles lightly. Simple alignment not only improves appearance, but also prevents back pain and supports healthy organ function. Movement during the day also matters. Beyond morning mobility, try mindful walking. Instead of walking automatically, bring attention to each step. Feel your heel touch, then the ball of your foot, then your toes. Notice the rhythm of your breath as you walk. This transforms an ordinary action into a meditation in motion, lowering anxiety while strengthening muscles and coordination. Even 10 minutes of mindful walking after meals can aid digestion and stabilize blood sugar. Another often neglected factor in longevity is social connection. Studies consistently show that isolation increases the risk of death as much as smoking or obesity. After your morning clarity ritual, make it a goal to connect with at least one person daily. A phone call, a shared meal, or even a kind conversation with a neighbor counts. Relationships protect emotional health, buffer stress, and stimulate the brain through conversation and empathy. You can also strengthen your longevity by practicing lifelong learning. Take up a new hobby, painting, gardening, or even digital skills. Every new challenge forms fresh neural pathways. When older adults continue learning, their brains stay adaptable, which lowers the risk of dementia and cognitive decline. Finally, build in restorative pauses. In a world that praises constant activity, rest is undervalued. But short afternoon naps of 15 to 20 minutes can restore alertness, improve memory, and support cardiovascular health. The secret is to keep them brief. Long naps disrupt nighttime sleep. Think of them as a reset button for your brain. When combined with your morning rituals, these practices create a powerful framework for health after 65. They protect your muscles, bones, mind, and heart, while enriching your days with clarity and joy. And remember, none of this requires perfection. You don't need to master every single habit overnight. Start small, choose 1 or 2 practices that feel natural, and let them grow. Over time, they become part of you, shaping not only how long you live, but how deeply you live. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to share your thoughts. Which of these rituals speaks to you the most? Try them tomorrow and see how your body and mind respond. And if you want more insights like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and follow along. Together, we can build a community of strength, clarity, and longevity, because your best years can still be ahead.